Hello and welcome to this edition of Eat Right with Rouses. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we're very glad to have you, and very glad to have with me here in beautiful Rouses, April Sins, our favorite dietitian.
Hello. Hey, Keith. How's it going?
I'm doing great. Man, those reds are really going to pop on the screen.
Right? I'm wearing Rouses red.
Rouses red. It's been renamed, by the way. It used to be a different color, but now it's Rouses red.
Yeah.
And so really excited. Thank you for being here. Tell me how we can stock up our summer pantry and get ready for the summer.
Yeah, I think that this is a really unique thing that we can do. A lot of times we think about cleaning things in the spring. We think about spring cleaning. But think about what we can do for the summer to restock and sort of reset for the summer.
Yeah.
Have you ever found something in the back of your pantry and you said, "Oh, I wish I knew this was here.
Right.
I bought more of this. I wish I knew it was here," or it expired and you're like,
Right.
"Man, I'm wasting."
I bought it last year for summer.
Yes. Well, now's the time to sort of take that an inventory of your pantry and make sure that you're ready for the summer, that you're not buying 5 bottles of ketchup whenever you already have those ketchup inside of that pantry. So here's a few tips on what you can do to start off your summer and sort of get that reset going. So the first one, like I said, is take an inventory of everything in your pantry. So before you even go out of the store, go to the store. Before you step out of the house, take an inventory of what you have. Always check your pantry. And my kids like to joke and they always say, Mom always says, shop the pantry first. And so you can always look through there and look at the dates on those items.
Right.
So check the cans, check the boxes, check all of those little packages. And a lot of times we might have like sauces, or we might have syrups and different things, maybe even baking goods in the pantry already that we could use.
Right.
So take those things out, pull those things forward that are going to expire the soonest.
Right.
So that way you can use them. So this is going to save you money.
Right.
It's also going to prevent food waste.
Right.
We're all about trying to prevent wasting food and throwing away food. Food is such a valuable commodity, and so we want to make sure that we take care of it.
Right.
And so pulling those things that's going to expire first. So move those older things to the front of the pantry, first in, first out.
Right.
So pull them to the front. Now that you've done that, you can start making your list, and you might notice that you already have some of the things that you were going to add to your list.
Right.
So I have a few ideas, and these are just a few things that we actually currently have on sale at Rouses, and you can swap them out, as the summer goes through, and just to sort of think about one of the easiest go-to items to make for supper for the family is going to be a pasta and a sauce and a vegetable. That is a really good go-to. And then, of course, you can grab your perishable, grab the meat that goes with it.
Right.
You can always grab that while you're stocking up your pantry and put some of that in the freezer if you want as well.
Right.
So think about, it's not just the pantry. It could also be stocking up the freezer to be able to have those things on hand, just like those frozen vegetables. Buy them on sale. That's what you're going to get the most for your money. So whenever we have those great sales at Rouses, grab extra so that way you can stock up. Cadia, you'll see that brand up there. That is our organic line of you'll see a lot of things in that line, but that is the organic line. So you can always look for those as well.
And that's the mixed vegetables, right?
And that's the mixed vegetables, and you could get any one that you want. That's just an example, but they have the Michaels of Brooklyn sauce. There's the Da Vinci pasta. There's the Cadia vegetables. Looking down at the bottom is something a little bit different. Maybe you never thought of it before, but maybe try making like a little sushi roll at home, or making a little hand roll at home. And so a lot of people will grab like the little seaweed packets. They're low in calories, they're low in carbs, and then they also have some nutrients in it as well. And then some tuna. Canned tuna
some
is
albacore.
Yeah, canned tuna. The Wild Planet is an example that I have up there. That is a sustainably caught. A lot of them are line and pole caught, and so that's the difference with that brand there. And so that is like a specialty brand. But we also have a Rouses brand of tuna as well that you can grab. And so grabbing those tuna. one of the simplest ways, and I don't know about at your house, but we love to make like a tuna salad, just on a quick meal with the tuna and the eggs and mixing that together, so that way we can either eat it with crackers or we can have a sandwich. So super simple. Another thing we can grab also is our sauces. So right up there I have the paddock sauces. That is like a curry sauce that you can make some special meals with. And sauces are great to keep on hand because you can sort of jazz up any dish. Whenever you're making, you're looking for something that's those long summer days, you're looking for something to eat at supper. Maybe you grab a sauce that goes with the pasta or something, and you could have that quick meal. Maybe some grilled chicken with that. And then last but not least, thinking about like some breakfast items.
Right.
And so we have our Rouses jelly. We also have the Acadia cereal, for an example. Jellies and cereals, those things last a long time on the shelf. And so you can always grab some of those as some pantry staples. Grab your favorite, your jams or jellies or preserves that to go with your toast or whatever you're making. And you can always grab your cereals, grab your favorite ones, and that way you can have those on hand. But there's something for everyone, and these are just the staples.
Right.
You can always go to Rouses and get all of your fresh items. Get your fresh fruit to go with all of those, get your fresh meats to go with those, and then you have that great combination.
Yeah, and it makes it so much easier because, it's a long summer. We know it's going to be hot. Working long days and, workouts and all those things and kids' activities. We know that we need to be able to be prepared for that. This is a great idea, especially check it on those sale items.
Yeah.
Right? And again, stock up on the sale items because those are some great options.
Yes, absolutely. Always stock up.
Well, thank you for coming to Shop in Rouses after you shopped in the pantry at your house. We appreciate it. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment of Eat Right with Rouses. But don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.